Hi everyone, thanks so much for tuning into my channel, and today we're going to do a video as part of my plus size rider series, how you as a plus size rider will fit into certain theme park rides. So I had a poll up on my channel just asking as far as plus size topics, what topic I should cover next, and B M Hyper, Giga, and the Clamshell Restraint won. So we're going to start with that, but I do plan on doing all of them in the poll. So these coasters are mainly only on the eastern side of the U.S. as far as U.S. goes, and they are the B&M Gigas and the B&M Hypers, and they all have this particular clamshell restraint as shown in this picture. So now you'll get like a close-up of a test seat with the B&M clamshell restraint. So these are found on coasters such as Nitro, Mako, SeaWorld Orlando, Diamondback, Fury 325, Leviathan, etc. Any B&M Hyper or B&M Giga coaster. So how you may fit as a plus size rider. So I have rode this coaster when I've been lighter or heavier, and I am 5'6". I carry a lot of my weight in my stomach, but I do also have big hips and bigger thighs. So the way these restraints hit is they actually hit on your thighs. So at 290 pounds, this was a pretty tight squeeze for me. 290, 295. It has to come down 3 clicks. And pretty much all of these have a test seat out front. So don't ever be scared to try that test seat. That is what it is there for. To try it to ensure that you will fit before getting on the ride. And certain ones of these actually do have seat belts as well. For those that you do encounter that do have seat belts, the seat belts are always very, very long. So don't even worry about the seat belt. You'll be fine with the seat belt. The problem is where it hits. The restraint hits on your thighs. So if you are a person with bigger thighs, this may cause you some difficulty. So again, you have to get 3 clicks down to ride. So the problem is, again, those 3 clicks and how it hits on your thighs. Here is a good image just to show how that restraint will hit. It could potentially touch your stomach, but it really comes to rest on your thighs. So if you are a person with larger thighs, you may have difficulty on this ride. And the seats, to me, can kind of smush your hips a little bit, but not terrible. More of how it's tilted. You can sometimes, maybe if you have a bigger butt, have difficulty getting all the way back in the seat. But here you see how it's hitting on your thighs. So with 3 clicks, it has to come down 3 times on your thighs. At 290, 295, I was able to get 2 clicks perfectly fine. The 3rd click, an attendant had to press on to get down, and it was very snug, not going to lie. Kind of uncomfortable. Now, once the ride got going, I kind of, with the momentum of the ride, scooted down in my seat a little bit, and that did definitely help. But in this picture, you can see how that seat is tilted. The best thing to do is try to get all the way back in your seat. That can definitely help if you can. But so if you really weigh much more than 290 and you're my height, I'd say you're not going to fit. And a lot of it, again, with all coasters, all rides, it greatly depends on how you carry your weight. If you do not have big thighs, you're probably more than likely not going to have a problem with this ride. But if you do, you could potentially have a problem. Now, say you're 5'6", weigh 220, but you still have some big thighs. I don't think you're going to have a problem. But, again, I'm 5'6", 290, 295, and I had problems. When I got down more towards 275, it was a breeze, really, to get on. The attendant, I think, maybe had to press, but it wasn't tight or anything. And I've tried it when I was 300 or above, and it just didn't happen for me. That doesn't mean that if you are 300 or above, you can't ride. It just, again, if you're taller or your thighs are not that big, you're going to have a better chance getting on it. And also, I do wear between a 22, 24 in jeans if that does help. Lastly, my husband weighs about 250. He is 5'8". He has literally no issues with this ride whatsoever. He can click it all on his own. I think he actually gets like 4 clicks too. So, I mean, his thighs aren't exactly tiny, but they're bigger than the average person, but they're not really huge. But he has no issues, just to give you a comparison. And the good thing is, even though you do have to worry about your thighs, you don't have to worry about your stomach or anything else, really. So that's the good news about these. And pretty much every single one of these I've ever seen has a test seat out front. So please, please, please try that test seat before riding. That's what it's there for. So please check it out before getting in line and riding. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you found this video useful. And I know as a plus size rider, it can be nerve-wracking going into a theme park, not knowing if you're going to fit on something or not, and then waiting in line and then learning you're not going to fit. So I hope everybody is able to fit on this ride. And I hope that you found this video useful. And I will continue making these videos to help everyone out that's in a similar situation. So, and if you do have any questions, please feel free to comment down below and I'll try to get to them as soon as I can. Just note that a lot of it does depend on how your body is. So sometimes it's hard to tell exactly if I think you will fit on a ride or not. But hopefully this video was able to help and provide some guidance for you. Thanks so much.